A small pump would take 2 hours to fill an empty tank. A larger pump would take half an hour to fill the same tank. How many hours would it take both pumps working at their respective constant rates to fill the empty tank if they began pumping at the same time? So here we have an additive or combined rate problem. So I can organize my information in a chart. And what information do I need to include in my chart? So I got my small pump. And then I have my large pump. And then I sort of have this third pump, which is the small and large pump working together. And so now what information can I fill in? And so here I know that it takes 2 hours for the small pump to fill the tank. And so it might seem like I should fill in 2 here for the time of my small pump, but I really don't think of this as a time. When I read this, I see a rate, but the rate is not 2 hours because hours is not a unit for rate. The rate for the small pump is 1 tank per 2 hours. And so this is why it is sometimes useful to include your units when filling out your rate tables. So then we know that the larger pump would take half an hour to fill the same tank. And so the rate for the large pump is 1 tank every half an hour. So 1 tank per half an hour, but 1 over 1/2 is just 2. And so 1 tank every half an hour is the same as 2 tanks per 1 hour. How many hours would it take both pumps working at their respective constant rates to fill the empty tank if they began pumping at the same time? So we are looking for the time it would take for both pumps working together. So we are looking for this T here. And we are looking for the time to fill 1 tank. And so we can put 1 here. And so if I can find the rate of my combined tanks, or my combined pumps, then I should be able to solve for T here. So what is my combined rate? It's just the sum of my 2 individual rates. And so 1/2 plus 2 is 2.5, which is 5 halves. So in other words, that means 2.5 tanks per hour is the same as 5 tanks every 2 hours. Now I have an equation. 5 halves times T should be equal to 1. And I just got to solve for T. So multiply each side by 2/5. T is equal to 2/5 of an hour.